Hi, my name is Jason Lanier. I'm here down in Hollywood. What a better place to do one of the most sought after requests that I have, which is a battle of the Sony G Master versus the Zeiss Batis, head to head. I'm shooting both of these on A7R2s. I'm going to use the exact identical settings. And you know, one difference is obviously that the Batis is a 1.8 and this is a 1.4. So when I move the f-stop on the G Master, it goes from 1.4 to 1.4 to 1.6, 1.7, and then to f2. So I can't get a straight 1.8 comparison. So what I'm going to do is I'll shoot both of them at f2 and show you guys the results. Then I'll shoot I'll go down to 1.8 on this to give you the widest aperture possible. Then I'll go to 1.7 on this. And then I'll go to 1.4 on this. One reason why there's a big difference in price between the two, about $500 difference, is because it's a faster lens. It's a 1.4 versus a 1.8. Other big differences between the two lenses, they're both very tight, meaning they have a tight gasket around, which is awesome. But the G Master also has a few other goodies that the Zeiss Batis does not have. And you guys know I love the Batis. This isn't a bash the Batis piece. This is just a simple apples to apples. This has a focus lock on the G Master, whereas this does not. This has an autofocus manual focus switch that you can use on the G Master that you do not have on the Batis. And this has an aperture ring, which for shooting is tremendously helpful, especially for cinematography. So just right off the bat, before the even comparison between the two, this does have a lot more features that this one does not. You guys know I love this lens, but I've been shooting with this guy for the last couple of days, and I'm telling you, it is a monster. So we have a beautiful model here today. Charlie, come say hi. You guys may recognize Charlie from one of my earlier shoots.
Hey guys.
Hi boys. So we're actually going to compare these two, shoot this beautiful gal, show you guys the results. We're doing all of this natural light, so you won't worry about us moving the flash around or changing the lighting scenario. We're going to shoot all of this natural light side by side. I'm going to do it handheld. If I bring a tripod and put it down here on Hollywood Boulevard, it's not going to end up well for me. We're filming this about 15 feet from a cop car. So we're going to start shooting and share it with you. So let's go. All right, so this is the Batis shooting it at f2. Okay, that's at 200ths of a second, f2, ISO 100. This is the G Master. All right, so comparing those two shots, I'll take a look. At f2, they're both very good. The G Master does look a little sharper.
I agree.
The Batis looks great, but the G Master does look a little sharper. I'll show you guys right out of the camera. Here's some more. This is at f2 with the Batis. Fantastic. f2 with the G Master. Okay. Now we're going to go down to 1.8, excuse me, 1.8 on the Batis. Go to 1.7 on the G Master. Get the best apples to apples that we can.
Beverly Hills, bus tour, Beverly Hills.
So looking at these two, I really, wow. Yeah, look at these. There's a G Master on the right, the Batis on the left. You can tell the G Master is really starting to make that a beautiful blur. It's gorgeous on the Batis as well, but I really do prefer the look on the G Master. Now we're really gonna have some fun. She's gonna stay there, and I'm gonna take this guy all the way wide open to 1.4, which is one of the main reasons you even buy this lens in the first place. 1, 2, 3. I'm keeping the shutter speed the same. It's letting in a little bit more light, but you don't shoot at 1.4 for only more light. You shoot there to get some really amazing fall off. The bokeh in the G Master seems to be more round, and let me show you the difference, guys. This is why the G Master, I can already tell, I think is going to win. If you look at the G Master on the right, that amount of fall off and blur is pretty phenomenal compared to the Batis on the left. One thing that you'll notice is in the Batis there's more definition, which when you're trying to blur isn't necessarily a great thing. There's more definition between that green door and the gray. And the bokeh balls right here from the El Capitan Theater are a little bit more separated. Whereas here on the 1.4, it's much more of a smooth blur between the green door and the gray column. And the bokeh balls are just kind of just melting into each other right there. It's really, really gorgeous. Really gorgeous. Another thing you'll note is the definition, how smooth it is right there. That's the decorated archway into the El Capitan Theater. It's very smooth, very gradual, very beautiful fall off. Here on the Batis, for 1.8 it's great, but you'll notice that it's more defined. And again, for the purposes of fall off, we're not looking for definition, we're looking for a very smooth fall off. I'm trying to show you guys stuff that's straight out of the camera. The shots that I post online will be edited in Lightroom, but I want to show you guys what I'm getting straight out of the camera and the backs, so you can see I'm not manipulating anything. All right, let's head this way. All right, so we're using the reflection. The sun is hitting a building. We're using that as a giant reflector bouncing onto our subject, our model Charlie. Okay, hold this. This is the Batis. I'm going to shoot it at f2. I'm going to have to increase my shutter speed, obviously. I'm at 1,000th of a second now, f2, ISO 100. The Batis still looks great, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to bash that lens. I'm just telling you what's what. What was the shutter speed on that one, 1,000? Yeah, 1,000 f2, ISO 100. I want to keep these apples to apples. Whoa, let me see that. Wow, this G Master looks a lot better. Look at this, guys. Studio audience. Batis G Master.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, even the color, well, no, there's the bus going past. But
The bus wasn't there for this one, to be fair. Bokeh balls, this is more of a football shape.
Yep.
This is much more round. Even at the edge of the frame, it's much more round. That's definitely more of a football shape over there.
And the color seems more vibrant there.
And this is more vibrant.
Yeah.
And these are both shooting raw. And these are at f2, mind you. Okay.
Both of them at f2?
Both identical.
Yeah.
1,000
Yeah.
f2, ISO 100.
That's amazing.
This just pops more.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Way to go.
All right, you want to show this? Yeah, Sony. Well, I said it in my video when they came out and said, "Oh, we even say we'll beat the Zeiss." I was like, pfft.
That's a bold statement. Yeah.
Nah, I said it in my video. That's like blasphemy. But so when there wasn't as much light and there wasn't much of a color pop, I didn't notice the difference as great between the two. But at f2, identical settings, the G Master seems to pop a lot more. You get it?
Yeah.
All right, let's continue. gonna go down to, well, I would do the Batis first to keep it straight.
All right.
Okay, now I'm gonna take the Batis to 1.8. Okay, still at thousandths of a shutter. Okay, now I wanna make sure I don't even move. Same spot. Go down to 1.7. On the, okay, let's take a look again. Thanks for letting us use your stomach as a rest. That's the reason I don't go on a diet, is so when I shoot live view, I can just go like this.
There we go.
All right, so I shot both of those at f2, both of them at 1.7 and 1.8, and now I'm gonna pop this baby off at 1.4. Wow, that's phenomenal. Now somebody out there is gonna say, why don't you test it at f8? I don't want to, I think it's a waste of time, but I'll do it. But some of you do, so I don't mean to disparage you. I will do that shot just for you because I adore you. Okay. Yuck. Okay. Open. All right, go to f8. And I went down to a 60th of a second on both of them. Now, some of you could be saying, well, it's because you want everything to be sharp. I get that. I do. But if that's the case, to me, you do not spend $2,000 on a lens if it's going to be at f8. Honestly, I'll be honest with you guys. The G Master or the Zeiss it'll be better than a kit lens with this type of lighting, but not a ton better. This is where a kit lens would actually get you a pretty decent shot because it's really good lighting. The truth is, you use these lenses for sharpness, for fall off, all that jazz, focus to defocus, all that great stuff. And that's where kit lenses blow, okay? So if you want to get into professional work, you don't use kit lenses. I know that makes people furious, but I'm speaking to you as someone who used to say that, okay? It means we don't want to spend the money. It means we are trying to find reasons to not. If you buy a Batis, I get the same amount of money, even though it's a Zeiss, that I get when you buy a G Master. Okay, $0. Meaning I have no skin in the game. I have no reason to tell you to buy, I have no reason to tell you not to buy a kit lens. You want to buy a kit lens? That's fine. Under good lighting, you'll get pretty good shots. When you actually want to, if you want your work to look more professional, you're going to choose a lens that has a wide aperture and get you that great fall off. You can see here, you know, I was one of those guys who thought, well, I have a 1.8, I'm set. Well, once you've shot a 1.4, I don't think you'll ever say that again. I remember when I first shot a 1.4, it's like, okay, I'll have to cut that. I got to come up with another one. Once you shoot a 1.4, it's hard to shoot a 1.8, to be honest with you. And since I've been shooting the G Master, it's been, I love my Zeiss Batis. This bad boy and I have seen a lot of good days. I think it'd be a great backup. I know that sounds horrible for me to say. I'm not demeaning the lens. I love this thing, okay? But if I might not be spending as much time with you. Well, I'll use it until I get the G Master. I guess I can say that much. But this is a great lens, but I think the money is worth it for that. I really just do. One thing I failed to mention is the Batis has the OLED display. That the G Master does not have that. Now, some people may find that very helpful. I've never even used it. You don't believe me? Watch any of my videos. I've never even referenced it, never used it, and I have about 12 videos out on the Batis. If it's helpful to somebody out there, that's great, but it's not for me. For the filter size, this is 67. What's this puppy? This 77? Yeah, 77. So this is a bigger. 77 is much more of a professional range filter thread. So why does that matter? It just means it's bigger glass. I will tell you, if I could only take one, it would be the G Master in a heartbeat. That's just, I feel bad. This Batis and I have seen so many great days. Nothing bad to say about this lens. This is a great lens. The G Master is just better. I think the other problem that Batis has is Batis took forever to come out with lenses. I have many folks with me standing here watching me record this video who have Batises on. What's up, brother? We picked up another one. I have many people standing here who have, just like many thousands of you out there, you've ordered the Batis lens and you're waiting for it to be shipped to you. I would imagine that once I release this video, a lot of those orders will be canceled. If I was in your shoes and I had the extra money, I think it's absolutely worth it to buy the G Master, 100%. The G Master is just a legit lens. Even if they look the same, even if the results were the same, just the extra aperture ring, the manual focus, autofocus switch, those things are great. And that might make it worth it for me, but the fact that it looks so much better, has the focus lock, which if you're doing really wide aperture work and you need to take a shot and you get your focus set, this focus lock, that's a big deal. I used it a lot when I used my 135. Let me show you a live view of it. The reason the focus lock button is important is because if I'm going like this, and now if I want to keep on her, that's great. But let's say I want to keep this focus here, but move the composition over there. I can hold it there, put the focus lock, and now it's in focus. See that? That's a big deal. I no longer have to rely on the lens moving over. I can just keep it there. I hit the focus lock button on the side. It holds that, and now, if the shadow ever moves, fire a shot, okay? Or if I have it dead set on her and she's staying completely still, which she is, I can lock it and just fire multiple shots without having to try and refocus. See what I mean? Long story short, the focus lock, the autofocus, manual focus switch here, which, believe it or not, that's a huge benefit, and it's something I utilize on my lenses quite a bit. If I'm trying to do some sort of a close-up work and I don't want it to move, well, I could focus lock it. That's one. But if I don't want to go into the menu system and switch it to manual focus, having the ability to switch it to manual focus here and go straight to this, that's another huge advantage. So a clickless aperture ring too, so you can turn the click off. Why is that important? Because if you're doing any sort of video work, so if you're doing any cinematography, this lens will slaughter that one. There's just no way around it. Because now you can do cinema work, and if you don't want that click, so number one, it won't make any audible noise, so it won't record any noise, and number two, there's no clicking, so you can just change this and have no problems. Let me show you why that's beneficial. So if I'm doing a scene, okay, if I'm doing a scene and I have the stepless aperture ring, I can go from completely, what is that, Woody Woodpecker? I can go completely from this, right? And now with the stepless aperture ring, I can just darken it. So if I'm filming a video, I can do a focus lock here if I wanted to. Lock focus in on her, okay? And now I can come right into her. Make sense? So again, if you're doing cinematography work, you could go right from there and open it right up. So in my ever to be humble opinion, this is the clear and distinct winner. If you have the money, I recommend that you cancel your Batis order and you get the G Master. If you want to save some money, the Batis is a great lens. It's just not as good. The people that are watching me now, what questions do you have? Because I may be able to answer something for you that the YouTubers at home may have questions about. Sometimes on my shoots, I'll take my followers on with me, and I've taken 7 or 8 followers with me so they can see me shoot, see what I do is everything that I advertise. But do you guys have any questions about what I just covered?
It's worth the money covered, right?
Yeah?
As far as yeah.
Any questions? What about you, little pimp? Oh, he's kissing again. He's doing his gangsta kisses.
Do it again?
Oh, he wants another kiss. Give him another kiss. So guys, any questions?
The weight's not a difference for you?
Oh, let me. Hold him. Now I'm,
Feels nice.
yeah, I'm sure if you put these on a scale, this might be a little lighter, but actually it's funny, even when you asked, I assumed this would be a lot heavier,
Yeah.
but it's imperceptible.
Maybe like a half an ounce or something.
Yeah. Anybody else want to do the weight test?
Yeah, that's pretty negligible.
Yeah. It's quite.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Oh, bring him over, big pimp.
Oh my God. Nothing.
Yeah.
Wow. Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Wow. That's awesome.
So to bring this video full circle, yes, the G Master ate the Batis. Charlie, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You did an awesome job, as always.
You.
Guys, if you want to follow this beautiful young lady, how can they follow you?
Instagram, Charlie Swagger Peterson, please, or a link maybe below. Is that possible? Yeah? Yeah? Right down here somewhere?
Right down here. I hope this has helped, guys. Thank you to Charlie for coming down and helping us. Thank you to you guys for being live studio audience, for lack of a better word. If you guys out there are in my area, sometimes I will put out calls for volunteers and helpers, and you guys can come and join me on a shoot, and I'm very big about including more photographers, because when I started off as a photographer, it was very hard to get pros to help, nearly impossible, and there's still a lot of problems with that in our community, and I'm not worried about anybody coming along, so if you guys would like to come along, let me know. Now, if you say, hey Jason, the next time you're in Kansas City, Missouri, let me know. I will never remember that. I'm just telling you right now. So if you send me an email, I will not send you a notification when I'm there. You guys got to follow me, and you got to know where I'm going to be, and then I'll just put it out, and it may be a day or two notice, and I'll say, hey, anybody who wants to help out, here's where I'm going to be, come and join me now. And that's how these folks are here today. And the best way to do that is to go onto my Facebook group. That's where I post all that stuff. I don't post a lot of it elsewhere. If you want to follow me, and I post there about 20 times a day versus the other sites I post once or twice. That's facebook.com/group/Jason Lanier Workshops. So until next time, guys, keep shooting, never give up on your dreams. I've had a fantastic time. Charlie, one more high five for the road.
Thank you.
We're going to do more shoots, don't worry, and we're going to shoot with you too. Find the right gear that works for you. To me, the G Master just crushed it. And remember, you only have one chance to get it right. Talk to you later. Bye. You guys still here? Hello? Talking to you. Hey guys, if you want to learn online with me, go to patreon.com/Jason Lanier Photography, and you will be able to continue this craziness online from anywhere on planet Earth with me. If you want to join me live, go to jasonlanier.com/workshops, and you'll get to see me in my full glory live and in person, guys. I think there's a smudge on there. Yeah, I got it. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.